Welcome to Shovelware Diggers. Our dig team is currently excavating the Softkey Shareware 2000 hit games 2CD collection. You can find a link in the video description listing the entire directory structure of this archive. Here's what our diggers have for week 207. For more information on how to join the dig team, simply follow the Patreon link in the video description. Now, without further ado, let's get to it. First up, we have a team dig from Yarmoranta and Alex, DOSGAMES /arcade2/rrally10. I'm gonna guess something called Road Rally. You know, like some kind of like rally race or something like that. A lot of rally files from the looks of it. Also a rally run.dat, so maybe that's what it's called, rally run. In which case, why is the folder R rally instead of rally R or R run? I don't know. It doesn't matter. So let's just quickly edit the special.doc is very small, so let's edit that first. Special.doc. So the challenge, Road Rally Trivia is oh, this is a trivia game? Okay. It's recognized to be a hearty challenge to those who think themselves information hounds, in an effort to offer recognition to the supreme individuals who are able to get themselves to St. Louis. Road Rally Trivia will include the names of the first 20 players who are able to send in the answer to the St. Louis question on a special screen to be included in subsequent versions of the game. That is, if and when 20 players are able to get to St. Louis. Okie dokie then. Is it St. Louis or St. Louis? Always confused me. I'm sure somebody will set me straight in the comments here. So Road Rally Trivia version 1.0, copyright 92, Glenn Learn. That's an interesting last name. I didn't actually know that this particular word could end up as someone's last name, but there we go. So Road Rally Trivia is unlike other trivia computer games. While most games are nothing more than a series of flashcards asking you questions, then outputting a raw score, Road Rally Trivia offers not only intriguing questions, that's not a selling point, but an enjoyable trip across the United States in road rally fashion. Huh. So I'm guessing this is kind of like going to be a mix of, you know how there's sort of like cross-country travel games out there. I'm not sure of any specific ones because I know I've never played any of them, which is why I don't know the names of them, but I do know they exist. So I'm guessing this is going to be kind of like that, but as a trivia game? And apparently offers VGA color graphics and mouse operation. So you start the journey at John F. Kennedy Airport in New York City, takes you across highways and back roads, deliver you at St. Louis, Missouri, the gateway to the Midwest. Okay. And apparently registration was $12.45, which is very specific, but we've seen even more specific. Surprising amount of information in this document here, but most of it just seems to be information on like what to expect out of the game. So let's just play it. Our rallies. It would help if I spelt it right. Oh, it's just rallies for the executable. So Road Rally Trivia Shareware. Okay. Oh, let's just go play game. So we do have a fuel gauge here, starting at JFK Airport. America is indeed the land of the automobile. You enjoy the changing landscape as you travel leisurely down the highway, mile after mile, and city after city passes by. America is a land of infinite diversity and charm. Hopefully. Commonly referred to as a slash or stroke, or that. What is the proper name for this symbol? Oh. There's actually a proper name to the slash character? Also, what does it have to do with being on the road? That's funny. I don't actually know the answer to this. Well, it's obviously not a line. Ow! That is a piercing sound effect. I am turning my volume down for that. And I'm going to spare you guys how insanely loud that was. Well, it's obviously not a slash, because that's what we're trying to get past here. So do I get like 3 chances and that's it, or what? Like if I put in anything right now? Do I actually have to answer this? Oh boy. So apparently this says, unlike many trivia games, you must answer the questions in order to proceed. This causes road rally trivia to be somewhat like a scavenger hunt. While you may be able to reach a city like St. Louis in only 60 turns, you must find the answers to those 60 questions. That is extremely dumb. Though that kind of actually ties in with how that whole challenge thing that the person was putting into the whole thing, like the names that they would list and everything. But here's the thing. In order for this to work, in order for this concept to work, you have to have access to some kind of literature that provides this information. Like, true, nowadays we have the internet, so I can just go online and find the answers to these questions. But if that's not you, and chances are in 1992 it wasn't you, then you would have to resort to things like thesauruses or dictionaries or encyclopedias, and not everybody is going to have such a thing immediately accessible in their house or apartment or wherever. So it's like you would have to go to the library, read up the answer to this question, come back to your home, answer the question, get the next question, go to the library again, read up. Oh man, this is... yeah. Oh boy. So apparently there's like 3 names for a slash character, which predate the usage of the word slash. So it could either be called an oblique, it could either be called a shilling, or it could be called a solidus. And I don't know what this game is going to expect. Oblique? Nope. So shilling? Nope. Solidus, that's the last one. What do you want out of me, game? Okay, apparently another name for this thing is the Virgule. So that would be Virgule. Finally! Holy jeez! What? That was like the worst first question for this point in time. So, wait a minute. So, full of self-important smugness, you accept the key to the city and proclaim your trivia prowess to the admiring throngs. Yes, you have indeed accomplished a small part of your task, but the great North American continent awaits. You're now confronted with important decisions. Which of the below routes will accomplish your mission with your own traveling style? Consulting your map, you make your best choices. May the force be with you. Holy jeez. We're really quoting Star Trek now. Or Star Wars. We're really quoting Star Wars now. Oh boy. Holy jeez. Well, apparently now we're in Brooklyn. So, what was President Ford's middle name? I don't actually know the answer to that either. Oh, it's actually Rudolph. Again, I didn't know that. So now we have more choices to make. And again, it's saying go north. Which, no, I'm not going north to head to see the rest of the... oh, whatever. And now we're on Staten Island. Staten Island is west of New York City? Okay, apparently we're moving at like the speed of walking. If we've only made it to Staten Island from New York City. I just looked at the map. It's like a very small distance between the two, like relative to the entirety of the United States. Anyways, who played Robbie Douglas on the show My Three Sons? Oh, for crying out loud, I'm not gonna know that. Okay, you know what? I've had enough of this game. I don't want to be looking up the answers to trivia questions. Like, if this was like multiple choice, that'd be more interesting. And the other thing too is that when you do that, you could have more questions. Like, I've got a funny feeling, just a funny feeling that if I were to quit this program, go back in, that we're going to get the exact same questions. Okay, we didn't. So, well, what's this question? In a silent movie, Douglas Fairbanks plays a young man who kills a sea monster, goes through the cavern of fires, and rides a winged white horse. What was the name of that movie? I don't know. Also, a winged white horse would be a Pegasus. So yeah, that was Road Rally Trivia. You absolutely need to have some kind of thesaurus or encyclopedia or something next to you if you want to play this. Or nowadays, just use the internet. But back in '92, that wasn't an option. Next up, RetroSwim has dug up DOSGAMES /Arcade2 /QSHIPS. I want to say something like Quantum Ships or something like that. All we got is an executable. Apparently from 1990. It's not a very big executable. Huh. No idea. Well. Apparently this is Microsoft QSHIPS. So that means this would have been something included with QuickBasic or QBasic. And yet someone compiled this and put it onto a BBS, and then Softkey grabbed it from the BBS, and now Softkey is technically... like this, let's not kid ourselves here. Even though this came for free with QBasic or QuickBasic, I don't know which, because it could have even been both, but the point is, you still had to purchase DOS or QuickBasic to get this. That means this is technically wares. Whatever. Fun fact though, I've never actually played this. I know it exists, but I never actually played it, so... Shoot, cannon, move ship. Apparently we've got keys to move stuff. Name of player 1. Name of player 1 is me. Name of player 2. Name of player 2 is not me. How many play to how many points? Just 3. Okay, and here we are with our nice little sailboats that we're about to fire cannons from. So apparently... Oh, we can actually move if we want to. No, I think I'm good in this position. So I want to shoot. So we can change our speed and our angle. Let's try like that. Oh, I'm on the other side. Wait, what? I guess not me decided to start first. Okay, so I was trying to do that and that. Well, that shot's never coming down. Ooh, not me came close. Looks like I gotta get it this time or I'm in trouble. Well, it went off the top of the screen, but where will it come back down? Nah, it was close, but I got a funny feeling not me's about to get me. No. Bye-bye. Not me decided to blow me up. Oh well. So yeah, this was a thing that was included either with certain releases of DOS or with QuickBasic. I'm not sure which, because I don't have it. Like, I've long since lost any discs that had QBasic or QuickBasic on them. Because, like, I know I had both. I don't know how I had both. Like, I mean, it probably came from some software package from when my mother went to university, because that's where a lot of my old programming stuff came from. But yeah, so I've never played this before, but you know, it's a simple QBasic program. Like, it's really what it comes down to. I'm about to kill myself, aren't I? Nope, that's close. So yeah, Microsoft QSHIPS. Shouldn't even be on this CD, but tell that to Softkey. And our last dig for today from Jacob Rudolph is DOSGAMES /Arcade2 /GW16. You know, I once had a program called Graphics Workshop, which I used for doing file conversions. Whoa. That's probably not what this is, because I'm seeing a bunch of Sound Blaster files and stuff. So we're probably going to have some sounded music with this. We do have a file ID.diz. What else have we got here? Anything to help identify this? We got a setup program. And apparently the program itself is GT World 1. There's also apparently a batch file for help. I'm not seeing a README though, which is kind of interesting. Also GW1 files, I guess, to go with it. Well, what's the file ID say? File ID.diz say. So Gate World by Homebrew Software. Captain Klondike meets the Gorg machine in Part 1, the seed ship. Over 2 megs, compressed graphics, full ad-lib soundtrack, support for 8 different sound cards. Okay. So, sound card joystick optional, need PK unzip to extract. Well, we don't have to worry about extracting because it's all here, but what's the setup program do? So apparently we've got some music set up here. That is a lot of supported music devices. Yeah, I don't think we really have much in the way of documentation here, so let's just run this thing. Gate World by Homebrew Software. You know, this looks kind of familiar. I'm pretty sure I've never played this, but I think I've seen it. So apparently this is the Gorg base. You know, I'm not hearing any music. Which is kind of curious. I would have expected to hear something by now, because I did set it up. So maybe I have to configure it in here? No, sound and music are activated. I guess maybe it's only in the game. Might as well have color cycling going too, because why not? So what's the story? Time, the future. Place, deep space. The Klondike Guppy zooms the space lanes as Captain Buzz Klondike sleeps unaware of the great danger in its path. That's a lot of words that are hard to... I didn't press anything. The ship's computer is the only hope that Captain Klondike and the Guppy will survive the oncoming danger. What even is the oncoming danger? Geological makeup is... If I had to guess, that sounds like an asteroid. So, as the computer attempts to wake Captain Klondike from his hypersleep chamber, the danger grows worse. Oh, good guess. Commander, we're on a collision course with an asteroid. What should I do? Avoid it, let me go back to sleep. The engines have failed. There is gold and platinum there. Captain Klondike looks... Oh, wow, those are some bloodshot eyes. With dollar signs. Still not hearing any music, though. And apparently Captain Klondike is armed with a sonic laser pistol, because that somehow makes sense. So you've got a laser that operates on sound frequencies? Okay. Guard the ship with my life, or should I say my chips? Yeah, well, you weren't able to dodge the asteroid, so I'm not sure how much I trust this onboard computer. Okay, I'm reading through the help screen here, and this almost seems like it's going to be like almost like a Commander Keen type game. There are a lot of psychedelic color cycling effects, though. Anyways, new game, so go normal. So, self-tracking map, location, Gorg asteroid cross-section. Apparently that's where we are. And Zone 1, Act 1. Or actually, this looks more like a Cosmos Cosmic Adventure. Collect 100 coins for an extra man. What is this, Super Mario Brothers? That was PC speaker sound effects. Welcome to Gorg. You will die. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Okay, so there's actually some momentum with the controls here. Okay, this is weird. And apparently I can walk down the middle of it. Collect guns to gain shots. Well, that makes sense. Walk into spikes to instantly die. That makes even less sense. So I actually just got interrupted for the past 6 minutes by a couple big trains outside, but I spent that time trying to check a couple things, so I can't get the music working. I've tried multiple drivers, so I'm guessing the music files probably got stripped from this download. And the other thing too is I'm looking through the order information here, and apparently this was a $30 game to buy the full trilogy, which suggests that this first episode is the Shareware version, and you'd get 2 more, which, you know, it's pretty typical for Apogee stuff, but this was not Apogee. So this homebrew software was like trying to mimic the Apogee style. And I'm not doing too terrible a job, but let's actually put better effort into actually playing this. Also, I checked the notes on the difficulty selections. Apparently there's not much of a difference in terms of the gameplay. The only difference the difficulty selection makes the gameplay is that basically how many lives you start with, how many coins you need to get an extra life, and how many shots you get with your gun, and that's pretty much it. Everything else stays the same. So, now right off the bat, one thing I don't like that the game is doing is... Why do I suddenly have a star circling around me? So yeah, one thing I don't like what the game is doing is that it's doing that whole thing where... Why doesn't this one jump me up? That's kind of weird. It's doing this thing where it's not scrolling the screen until you're like right next to things. Oh, there's a guy to shoot. And I shot him. Collect gems, gain points. Okie dokie then. So yeah, you have to be so close to the edge of the screen to get it to scroll. Like, that's not good design. Now, admittedly, it's actually kind of difficult to get good scrolling going in a game like this. All you have to do is look at how games like Super Mario Brothers do it, or more specifically, like Super Mario World, and you can get a pretty good idea of a good way to do screen scrolling in a platformer. The idea being that you have, you sort of have separation lines, where within that area, if you turn around, the screen isn't going to scroll. But then once you pass a line that's beyond those separation lines, the screen not only scrolls back just a little bit more, but now treats it so that those separation lines that were closer to the middle are your scroll points. And that's generally the best way to go about it. Yeah, apparently I got flattened. Like, so far, a lot of things in here like to instantly kill me. And apparently there's no checkpoints. So, already not feeling this game so well. Yeah, apparently I can't shoot that up. How am I supposed to get past that? Okay, that wasn't very fair. This is supposed to be just the first level, right? This first level is not cool. Like, okay, clearly there was a considerable amount of effort put into this, because for a 1992 game, like, you've got proper smooth scrolling. Like, this was 92, wasn't it? Okay, 93, so it's a little past those initial games, so that means smooth scrolling wasn't quite as impossible to do. But yeah, this game is not playing well. I mean, the controls are fine. Like, jumping is responsive, movement is responsive. There's a little bit of inertia on jumps, but that's not really that big a deal. I mean, shooting is simple enough. You just push the Alt key. Like, the controls work. It's just the level design has issues. I mean, here's my options. I can either go this way, and I have to jump this gap. But okay, if I get close enough without going forward, then that guy shows up for a moment. But yeah, he just ran right into me as soon as I tried to jump the gap and just bounced me into those spikes, and I insta-died. What the? No, I just tried to do a standing jump, but that apparently didn't give me enough momentum. Okay, yeah, I know I'm not playing perfectly right now because this is my first time playing this game, but the thing is if you're making a game that's supposed to be like, that's supposed to get people to want to play it, you cannot make your first level this difficult. You're going to scare players away, and they're not going to want to play anymore. Oh, wait a minute, what the heck? Apparently the transporters link in a sort of loop. Okay. See, apparently this is a death trap. Well, actually, I think there's a way to scroll the screen. Yeah, so if you hold spacebar... Well, see, the thing that kept bouncing me back up isn't down there now. So, I don't know what's up, but... Really? Okay, I think I'm done with this one. So, that was Gate World. Looks like there's quite a bit to this thing, and I might end up reviewing it on ADG at some point, just because of the fact that it's, like, mimicking the Apogee style and everything, but just trying to get into it for, like, just 10 or so minutes, that first level is just really hard, with too many instant death traps when you have a freaking life bar. Yeah,